Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this afternoon's broadcast of the NAGA. My name is Reed Option, here with the winless Louisville Kings taking on the Baton Rouge Redbirds in an unfavorable match. Let's get right into it. Baton Rouge with their only win. They're currently 1-4 against the Orlando Flames back in, I believe, week 3. Here late in the season, week 6, it's a must-win situation for both of these teams. Baton Rouge only one win out of the playoff picture, Orlando being the lowest in there at 2-3. And Louisville, realistically, not being able to make it in the Atlantic Conference. But we will see what their luck gets them today, as Baton Rouge will start us off with a handoff to Shepard. And Shepard will work his way up 5 yards before getting stopped. Martin Shepard from Forsyth, Georgia. Barry, another handoff to Shepard up to the right, trying to extend the play. Getting tackled by Mobley for a loss. Dustin Barry, the leader of these Redbirds, coming up shy in some pretty close games. Only getting one victory. Hopefully they can add another W. But unfortunately, we have to punt on this drive, and that is Blaisdell. Hendley will take that up to the 30. We'll have 1st and 10. And Louisville will come onto the field with Justin Witt, Southeast Missouri State graduate. The handoff to Davidson up to the left. And Rashawn Davidson will only get so far. 2nd down. Witt, play action, pressured and sacked. Great sack there by Smith. That is Akeem Smith, outside linebacker out of Tennessee. And Witt, to recover from that sack, tries to go deep. Intended for Milton Leggett. Will fall incomplete, and they will be forced to punt once again. And that is Rouge. Michael Rouge on the punt to Davies. And it looks like Damian Davies will work his way up to the 28. And Baton Rouge will have an opportunity at another shot here. Try to score. Both these teams at the bottom of their divisions. Baton Rouge in the Southeast and Louisville in the Central. Neither of them too terrible. I mean, neither of them are last place, second last place, third last place in individual offenses or defensive stats. In fact, Baton Rouge has a top 10 defense with the 6th best pass defense in the league. Louisville having the 8th best rush offense. You know, you wonder why neither of these guys have gotten a win, and I chalk it up to a rough schedule. And that was Shepard on the 1st down. But the point differential for these guys isn't even that bad. You know, these guys aren't terrible teams, and I think that this is a good matchup today because they both have faced similar scenarios in which they both have some pretty rough schedules and are just the product of, you know, unfortunate events. Barry, 5 wide receiver set, going deep. Couldn't be caught. Looked like it was deflected before it reached Rakeem Gibson. 3rd down. Dustin Barry, 3 for 4 today. Dropping back, looking deep once again. Again intended for Rakeem Gibson, but it was in double coverage. You have an injury on the play. Trey Edwards should return this game. That'll be a touchback for Baton Rouge. Louisville will come out on their own 20. Score still 0-0 halfway through the first. Witt dropping back. Unfortunate loss of 7 on that screen to Davidson. Second and long, play action. That'll be a gain of 6 by the fullback, Chris Murray. Witt coming up with negative passing yards right now because of that screen pass. Almost picked off here. Looks like it was off the hands of Jamal Fellows. And once again, another punt. Very defensive game, or lack of offensive game. These teams are not utilizing their best aspects of their teams. And, you know, you gotta account injuries into this. You know, both these teams suffering from a good amount of injuries. Baton Rouge missing Jalen Nesbitt, their wide receiver, 2 of their tight ends, and even the tight end they have, Keenan Booker, is a little banged up with a leg injury. Truman on the catch on the cross route. Won't be able to get the first. Just shy 1 yard. But Louisville missing their defensive end, Stephen Riddick. Wide receiver Elijah Griffin, one of the best ones. Their other defensive end, Ricky Shanks. And their star linebacker, DeAndre Parker, is a little banged up as well. Questionable with a leg injury. He's active today. Great catch by Gibson. Dustin Berry is now 5 for 8. Hand off to Shepard. He'll be tackled in the backfield by Harrington. Tavon Harrington on that tackle for loss will give Baton Rouge a 3rd and long situation. Berry dropping back, looking deep, caught by Wright, breaking the tackle, seeing daylight just inside the 5. Great throw by Dustin Berry to Tariq Wright. And he will immediately toss it to Martin Shepard. And Jeremy Tyner will see the field now. Berry the handoff to Tyner, working his way up towards the goal line. Be down at the 1. And unexpectedly, Baton Rouge will come out with all receivers. Berry with the quick throw out of bounds. And Baton Rouge have to settle for 3. And it looks like Rakeem Gibson must have gotten a Charlie horse on that play. And Stewart will kick it through for 3. Baton Rouge with the lead here late in the first quarter. Stewart with the kickoff. That'll be fielded by Leggett. Milton Leggett sidestepping the defender, winding up at the 25. Both of these teams actually have suffered loss of ownership throughout the season, resulting in less transactions being made in their favor. 2 of the teams in this league that do not have an owner anymore. They did early in the season, and now late in the season they haven't. And there is Chris Murray hurdling the defender, ending up on the opposing 40-yard line. Great catch and run by Chris Murray. Had plenty of blockers ahead. And the handoff to Davidson following that great catch, resulting in a loss of 1. Tackled by Cameron Middleton. Witt motioning his man. Dropping back. Under pressure. Down the middle to McDonald. And McDonald will get the first. As Nate McDonald on his first reception of the day. Got acquired from Iowa this past season. Doing great here for the purple and white. And Davidson will see a lane inside the 5, and Louisville will look to capitalize on the poor defense being displayed by Baton Rouge on this drive. and might see a touchdown. Witt under pressure, sacked. Brought down by Deshaun Bush. Cornerback out of Georgia. Former Bulldog there. Witt to the left. Open man Murray. Again, reaching forward. Down on the goal line, essentially. And they'll try to punch it in here. Hand off to Rashawn Davidson. Should do it. And they won't run it. And it'll be a touchdown. Chadrick Williams. Also first catch of the day and for a touchdown. Louisville will get the lead here in Baton Rouge. Louisville dominating in Louisiana. 1st and 10, Baton Rouge. 2 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Barry motioning the receiver. Pistol form, play action. Has an open man in Gibson. After being targeted numerable times. Rakeem Gibson, my bad. Getting that gain of 5. And Shepard, no blockers. And he was still able to get a nice gain there. After punching it through the offensive line. Barry with the motion. Shepard running into his own man. Gaining 3 on the play. Like that might have been Jonathan Eagle. A little bit of miscommunication there. Barry shotgun formation. Shepard again with a shotgun run up the middle. Getting the first down. Great rush offense here in Baton Rouge. And they're going to stick with what's working. Jeremy Tyner. Getting another gain for Baton Rouge, and that'll be a gain of 7. These guys are marching down the field trying to score before the first is done. Barry, another handoff to Shepard. He'll be stopped a little quicker this time, but not before he gets the first down. It's like that tackle was made by Randy Wilkins. Tyner on the reception this time. Running backs really carrying the Baton Rouge Redbirds on this drive. But that'll be the end of the first quarter. Louisville Kings up 7-3 here in Louisiana. Go. Barry handoff to Shepard up the middle. First down. Tackled after a gain of maybe 8. Shepard got a great stat line so far. Not even end of the first half. See if he can keep adding to it. And this running back tandem will keep eating away at this Louisville defense. Barry motioning the receiver. Right now lining up on the right side. With time. Another little short dump off to Tyner. Won't quite be a first down yet. 3rd and 2. They don't want to have to settle for another field goal. I formation. Let's see if they'll punch it forward. The fullback Goring will pick up that extra defender and get them a first down. Barry once again shotgun, this time read by the defense. Great tackle there by Tavon Harrington. Defensive tackle out of Michigan State. Barry motioning the running back to the right. Now empty backfield. Looking. Finds him, but it will be for another loss. That tackle for loss this time made by Sam Brown. Very 5 wide receivers on 3rd and essentially goal. Looking, throwing, caught. Touchdown Redbirds. Tariq Wright will give them the lead, and it'll be 10-7, barring a blocked point after. Leggett up to the right. He'll be leg tackled at the 24. Go! Witt dropping back under pressure, firing out to Murray. Murray a common target today. Chris Murray 4 receptions for 63 yards, hasn't dropped a 1. Always wide open. Davidson will tack on a few more for the first. Clock still ticking. I formation in their own territory. And Witt will motion his man. He will drop back for a pass. Great blocking by the O-line, and Davidson will stiff arm the defender and get a first down. And in comes first round pick Scooter Wallace. Scooter Wallace, one of the top prospects in the draft this season. I believe he had the best 40 time. He will not see the action on that play as Weaver will get that sack. Great sack by the defensive lineman, Bernie Weaver. Great catch by Davidson to make up the yards and get the first. I want to look up the 40 time by Scooter Wallace. I know this is kind of a sidebar here. Play action. Witt down the field. Tip down, and that will be an offsides by Anthony McLean. That will give him first. 5. Witt breaking the first sack, but inevitably sacked by Weeks. Another great showing on the defensive side for Baton Rouge. Tristan Weeks, and now Jimmy Lamb on the tackle for loss, 3rd and long. Louisville may be forced to just attempt a field goal. They got to get in better position first if you want to make it easy on David Dutcher. Deep throw, and he will not make it any easier. And if they bring out Dutcher, this will be a 58-yarder, maybe 57. And Dutcher will try it. Deep kick. Has the distance, but no good. Wide left. And Baton Rouge will have some decent field position and will attempt to go up by 2 scores halfway through the second. Ryan Shepard, gain of 9, maybe 10. Looks like it'll be second in inches. There we are. Sorry, I just could not find Scooter Wallace. That was a nice gain of 3 there. Sorry, Scooter Wallace, 4.36 40-yard dash. I think that was the best out of the running backs. And he had a great bone drill too, under 7 seconds. Although a low draft grade, I'm not sure why. Louisville was able to snag him after Kamani Moore, the number 1 running back draft prospect, was drafted. Louisville had pick 15. Not a lot of running backs go in the first round of any draft, really. It's always surprising when you see that. I was surprised that 2 were grabbed here this past season. Louisville, first play of their drive after that punt by Baton Rouge. First down for Sean Davidson. 65 all-purpose yards for Davidson. Looks like he's trying to carry this Louisville team as they lean heavily on him. Still close game late in the second. 2nd and 3. Witt dropping back, looking deep for Davidson, and he will get it. Past midfield. First down. Scooter Wallace will find his way back into the game. Will he see any action? Witt not bad on the completion percentage. Wallace is up to the right, but he will not get targeted. That is McDonald on the catch. First down, McDonald. Oh, nope. Inches. I asked the sticks to come out. Wasting no time. They do not want to throw the red flag there. Wallace still in I formation. But the toss is to Murray, breaking the tackle, but ultimately tackled in the backfield by Saunders. Jonathan Saunders, great pickup, picking up that tackle. 27-year-old out of TCU. The handoff to Davidson. Looks like Louisville has yet to trust their rookie running back in today's game. Playoff spot potentially on the line. And it'll be a 2-minute warning, and Scooter Wallace still won't see the ball. Go! The handoff to Murray. No gain there. Chris Murray not good on the rush. Looks like they're trying to use him as a running back. He is a much better, hybrid tight end kind. We have a false start on Alex Walsh. That'll give Louisville a little bit more to work with. A little more field to gain back. 2nd and long. Go! Witt. Taking it up to the left. Getting crunched there. And Weeks, the man on the tackle, hurt his leg. Looks like Witt might have come down on it weird. And he'll be out for the rest of the game. And Davidson will get the first regardless of that offsides from Jerome Payton. Free play. They'll decline it. And potentially get a touchdown here. Witt. Sacked. Huge gap in the offensive line there. Jimmy Lamb was able to quite easily get to him. Davidson will give them a little bit better position, but they may have to settle for a field goal unless they can pull a miracle here based off their performance this whole drive. Everyone covered. Into the end zone. Picked off. What's the purpose? Davies. He could have knelt it, but he brought it out. I thought he was going to get a pick six. That would have been an insane pick six there. Great interception by Damian Davies. And Barry will throw it away. Looked like that was a Hail Mary there. And Hunter has a non-contact injury. Let's hope that's not an MCL. Go! Looks like Alfred Hunter will be out for the rest of the game. Deep pass by Barry intended for Akeem Gibson, as is most of his passes today. Great defense by Trey Edwards. 3rd down. Handoff to Shepard. Probably just going to try to burn the rest of the half out. And the punting unit will come out. Ryan Blaisdell with the punt. I'm surprised they didn't just run it out. And Pendley will take it up to the 42. Yep, 42. Witt, shotgun for the Kings. Dropping back, looking out to his left. And Williams will waste a lot of time off that clock for a negative 2 yards. You see it many times in other leagues, such as the NFL, where a player will get a little too cocky and try to run around back and forth and gain yards, but ultimately lose in the pursuit of it all. Let's go ahead and hop right into the second half here. Baton Rouge leading 10-7. Excellent game so far, and Louisville will get it to start the half. And Leggett will get stopped before he even reaches the 20. Great stoppage there. Baton Rouge got Louisville pressed back tight in their own territory.
Go.
Hand off to Davidson up to the left, breaking the first tackle, and he will make it all the way up to the 40. Great 20-yard rush there by Davidson. Rashawn Davidson having 158 all-purpose yards for the Kings. Looking to put up the most all-purpose yards we've seen this season. We will see. And Mayer, great catch. And 2 plays down, we have flipped sides of the field. Starting off 2 plays ago on their own 19, now on the Baton Rouge 28. Davidson stiff arms the defender. Only gaining 2 there. Scooter Wallace will come in. It's like that was Davies, man who intercepted it last drive on the receiving end of that stiff arm. Wallace finally touching the ball. Great speed, not great awareness. He will only gain... looked like he gained 1, but he gained nothing there. Stop before he could go anywhere. The play action will almost get Witt sacked. He'll make something of it. 1 yard shy of the first, and they will bring out the kicking unit to go ahead and tie this up. 3 points is 3 points. And Dutcher will redeem himself for that missed field goal earlier. 37-yarder is good. All tied up here in Louisiana. The Redbirds sporting their all-black alternates. Try to win in style at home. Working his way up to the 20. Tackled by DeAndre Parker. Here we are with the Redbirds in shotgun. Barry, no pressure. Shepard catches it. And another tackle for DeAndre Parker on that play. 2nd and 5. Barry, the handoff to Shepard outside. He will get a first down before being tackled by Darius Mobley. Fullback on his right, halfback on his left. Barry looking deep off the fingertips of Darius Mobley. Almost intercepted there. Dustin Barry with only 7 incompletions today. 66% completion percentage. Barry out to his right and right. Get a little toe tap in, 3rd and 5. Barry motioning Shepard. Dropping back. A little bit of blitz coming from the outside, and Shepard will get them the first.
Go.
1st and 10, two tight ends. And Martin Shepard will get another gain of 5. Justin Barry, the man out of Sandwich, Illinois. Speaking of sandwich, I have a sandwich right here. If it ever sounds like my mouth has something in it, I probably do. Eating here a little bit of a early dinner. Tyner on the first. Baton Rouge will have it in Louisville territory. The pressure, strip sack. But Darrow will recover it. Scary there. Dexter Tyler almost got to it first. Shepard cutting inside. It'll still be 3rd and long. And although they are no longer in field goal position, I'm sure that everyone on the Redbirds sideline is wiping the sweat off their brows. Deep shot, and Hunter will haul it in. Great catch there by Alfred Hunter. It looked like he wasn't going to be in for the rest of the game. Great catch by Alfred Hunter there. I know he banged up his knee, I believe, earlier. Great plays by Alfred Hunter. Maybe it was him with the Charlie horse. My memory fails me right now. 3rd down and 7 for the Redbirds in field goal position. Still tied up here halfway through the 3rd. And Barry will go for it all. Touchdown, Alfred Hunter. No injury can hold him down. And the Redbirds will be up by 7 following this point after by Stewart. Almost missed it. That looked a little scary there. Fielded by Leggett at his own goal line. Up to the left, and he'll be tackled pretty swiftly at the 21. Dropping back, Witt firing deep. Just completely passed over Brett Mayer's head. Davidson, outside handoff, getting a solid gain of 8 or 9 there. Yeah, 9. It's like after this battle, these guys will go on to face some pretty tough opponents. Baton Rouge will have to go into Memphis next week. The team that has restructured and rejuvenated their team, while Louisville will have to host Portland. The Portland Grizzlies, although they faced a tough loss against Omaha, they are still quite the scary team, led by rookie quarterback Ryan Davis. But before we even get into that, let's see if Louisville can even survive this week. Down by 7, Baton Rouge having the ball. Barry, no pressure, but off the fingertips. I feel like I've seen a lot of the balls head towards either DeAndre Parker or Darius Mobley, and neither of them can haul it in. Always hitting off their fingertips or off their chest or off their helmet. No interceptions from it. And I'm sure Dustin Barry is more than grateful for that. However, the Redbirds will be forced to punt it. 4th and 1, and Blaisdell will kick it far, but it'll go into the end zone. Touchback. Witt motioning Davidson. Still no pressure. Great catch by the tight end there. Gain of 2. He's going to need to fire it a little more deep than that. Only 7 incompletions here, although one of them was an interception. Over 200 yards from Justin Witt today. Trying to lead his Kings to victory. Davidson will get a gain of maybe 4 there, 5. 3rd and 3. Fullback in motion. Witt dropping back. The quick pitch to Davidson. He will get the first. First down, Kings. Holy crap. Rashawn Davidson, 181 all-purpose yards. Hasn't dropped a pass. Hasn't had a rush for a loss, I think. Great catch there by Chadrick Williams on the gain of 7. 2nd down, Kings. Mayer moving further out to the left to make room for Davidson. extending up for the first, but it will be just shy. And Scooter Wallace be right to the left of Witt. Potentially running this one to the outside for the first. He will not. Intended for Mayer into the dirt. At his ankles. And Witt just freaked out a little too much there. And Rouge will also punt it into the end zone following suit. That Ryan Blaisdell did just a few plays earlier. 5 wide receiver set for the Redbirds. Barry dropping back. No pressure. Wide open man. Rakeem Gibson. And he could go into the 10-yard line. Incredible throw. Looks like that was like a 70-yard gain there. And they will have first and goal. Shepard was tackled after no gain by Brandon Carey, another representative from this defensive line. And Gorig, I think his first handoff of the day, will get them just a little closer. And the Redbirds will take another gamble here with a 5 wide receiver set into the end zone. No good. But Baton Rouge has nothing to hang their heads low about, as they will be up by 2 scores after this field goal. Stewart. Good. It is now 20-10. Baton Rouge. After that successful field goal by Matt Stewart. And Leggett will field it from his own end zone. Great kickoff by Stewart. And after that tackle, they will only be on their own 17. Tackled by Robbie McLaren. Davidson plowing over the defender. And then getting piggyback rode by Anthony McLean.
Go!
I formation. Murray weaving his way through the defenders. Getting them a first down. Eventually tackled by Deshaun Bush. Motion to the outside. Witt. Intended for Mayer. Incomplete. 2nd and 10. Now, both of these teams, you know, they show a lot of promise. They're both expansion teams, new to the league this year. You know, I dig both their uniforms, too. I think Louisville's the only purple team in the league. So, that gives them something. They're the Vikings or Ravens of the NAGA. And, you know, you can see where their issues are. So you can see where they need to draft to fill that. And you got to hope that they get easier schedules next year. But quite entertaining teams to watch. 2nd and 10. No gain. Tackled by Jamal Fellows. Dropping back. Looking deep. Witt to McDonald. Finds his man. And Davies was able to stop him before he was able to get a touchdown. Witt putting up an excellent stat line here today. You take out the interception. Almost flawless. And Witt, thought he saw something, but was tackled by Akeem Smith, veteran out of Tennessee. Witt once again dropping back. First catch by Ragland, I believe. I do not think we have seen Jermaine Ragland yet today. And McDonald, I believe, his 2nd touchdown of the day. And Louisville will be back in this game, only down by 3, following this point after by Dutcher. It'll go straight through with essentially the whole 4th quarter left. Statement drive by Louisville. And they will trust their defense. Hold Baton Rouge here. Right. Up to the 20. tackled by Jimmy Irvin, also from Iowa. It's like Louisville, although drafting and, of course, having their initially given roster, they do have a few pieces, whether from Iowa or Virginia Beach or Brooklyn, as I'm looking at their roster. Looks like backup center Mark Siegfried is from Oklahoma City. They have another lineman, Daryl Adams, their left tackle, out of Columbus. Not a bad team, and I'm sure they'll make plenty of transactions in the offseason, given they get a new owner. Promising team here in the Kings, as they stop Baton Rouge on that deep throw. Dustin Berry just shy of 300 yards and 2 touchdowns today.
Go.
Berry, play action, out to the left, and Truman on a little possession catch there, gain of 4. That was Corey Truman. Another guy I think we're seeing for the first time here late in the game. And that deep throw will be incomplete. And the punting unit will come out on the field. Ryan Blaisdell try to Kaufman corner this. And it'll be just to the right into the end zone. Touchback. And the Kings will have it from their own 20. Not even halfway through the 4th. Little tight end sweep to Mayer. You don't see that called a lot. Gain of 2. Tackled by Davies. 1 rush for him. 2 catches on 7 targets. You know, you gotta up those numbers. Whether it's the quarterback's fault or the tight end's fault, you gotta figure that out. Davidson not letting himself get tackled in the backfield. Eventually stopped by Fellows. 3rd and 5. Witt dropping back. Almost picked off there. Off the hands of Jimmy Lamb. And unfortunately, Louisville will have to punt it. Michael Roush. Deep kick. And Davies will work his way up to the 35. Baton Rouge probably hoping to eat the clock a little bit. Won't be surprised to see a little bit of screen passes. Yup. Great catch by Truman. Corey Truman once again. And apparently he's had 4 catches. Wow, I can't believe I missed that. But it's just some easy stuff. Yup, Rakeem Gibson, you know. Work your way down the field little by little. Eat the clock as you go. And stat pad Dustin Berry a little bit. Get him up past 300. Berry this time looking a little more risky. Could have been a regrettable decision. If only Darius Mobley could catch. Berry motioning Gibson. He'll hand it off to Shepard, a guaranteed way to eat the clock here. Tackle by Dexter Tyler. I formation. Halfway through the 4th. 3rd and 6, Redbirds. And Shepard will get caught up before he can pass the first down marker. It looks like Gorig, the fullback, will be out for the rest of the game. Not sure who takes his spot. Probably 3rd string running back Greg Marshall, or perhaps 3rd string tight end Jalen Preston, maybe Casey Mullen. Great spot for the punt, though. Baton Rouge might see a safety against Louisville here. They can break through that O-line once again, and Leggett will give them a little more breathing room. Up to the 7. Still not safe. Milton Leggett on his first reception. Hand off to Davidson. He will make it up to close to the 20, plus the 10-yard tack on. Wow. And they are just like that, up to the 29. Rashawn Davidson, over 200 all-purpose yards. This might be a league record. He is having a day. Wondering if contract negotiations are happening. He's got 3 years left on that. We'll see. Scooter Wallace. Great run. Only for a few there, though. Giving him more touches here. Late in the fourth. Play action to Wallace, and the catch by Wallace. Love to see how nimble he is. And Rashawn Davidson will come back in the game, as Witt will have almost 300 yards. A lot of passing today. Looks like a lot of passing on the Louisville side to the running backs. And to McDonald, of course, for the touchdowns. And the run by Witt will be one that they will be looking at over and over in tapes. Talking about carrying the ball securely. Looked like that was punched out and recovered by Marcus Hill. Louisville was looking good until now. Almost at the 2-minute warning. And Baton Rouge has a major advantage after that first down. It's like Greg Marshall will be seeing running back reps as Jeremy Tyner will be seeing fullback reps. First carry by Marshall, and yup, and as I said it, there goes Tyner for the rest of the game. It's like Marshall and Shepard are the only two running backs / fullbacks that you have. And Casey Mullen, the acquisition in a trade from Iowa. No, I think it was a trade from Virginia Beach, who got him from Iowa. He's been passed around just a little bit, making his way into the running back position, as if the Baton Rouge Redbirds didn't have enough injuries already. Insane. Hand off to Shepard, one of the lone representatives of this running back core for the Redbirds. Looks like Mullen is doing his best Taysom Hill impersonation. Stop for no gain. Great tackle. Breakthrough there by DeAndre Parker. And Mullen again. Like I said, doing his best Taysom Hill impersonation. We stopped in the backfield by Tavon Harrington.
Go!
And the punt this time won't be as good as the last one. This time being a touchback. And Louisville will have a 2-minute drill. Single back formation. Witt dropping back. No pressure. Looking out to the right to Davidson, who will make his way out of bounds just shy of the first at the 27-yard line. Witt, who will no doubt end up with over 300 yards on the day. With the great pass there. And Davidson, he read like a book. You can tell that Cameron Middleton has been watching his tape. Another handoff to Davidson. Try to redeem the drive, and it'll be 4th down, and I'm sure they'll be forced to go for it here. I formation. I hope we don't see a run. Yup. Okay, running back motioned out to the left. Davidson, the most reliable receiver today, and he catches it for the first down, Louisville. And they will stop the clock at 1:09. And Scooter Wallace find his way back into the game. The handoff. You wonder why. Maybe they're just trying to put pressure on themselves. I have no clue why they decided to hand it off. What are they doing? What are they doing? I am at a loss. I don't know if this is an issue with Axis football or if this is an issue with the Louisville Kings. What on earth is happening? It is all run plays. I mean, hey, trust the process. Scooter Wallace with the first down. No timeouts called. They must be saving them. This is insane play call. You know, play call can ruin great teams. Just look at the Broncos with last year with Nathaniel Hackett. You know, no slander towards him or anything, but the play call was shoddy last year. So you got talent on this squad, and it looks like the play call is doing them no favors. 3rd and 12. 14 seconds to go with 1 timeout. Insane amount of run plays. I am shocked to see how many plays are being called from I formation. Deep throw to McDonald. Incomplete. Too little, too late. Looks like they are reading the pass plays kind of easily. Last chance here potentially for the Kings. Single back formation. Witt dropping back. No pressure. Deep fire to Leggett. And he will catch it inside the 30. And the clock is stopped. I assume they called a field goal. 5 seconds. Dutcher on the field. And it will be good. The 40-yarder will send this game into overtime. Barring a kickoff return for a touchdown here. I don't want to, you know, eat my own words. Fielded by Wright. And I don't think a tie does either of these teams any favors. So I know neither of these guys want to end this game all tied up. Now, as we see the overtime rules here, it is similar to professional football where, you know, first drive, if you don't get a touchdown and you just get a field goal or no score, then the other team has a chance to retaliate. Can't just work your way into field goal possession and, you know, call it a day. Louisville fortunate enough to get the coin toss there. Let's see if they can make it count. Witt with time across the middle to Leggett. Probably only his 3rd or 4th reception on the day, but he is shown to be, 3rd reception, reliable here late in the game, with most of his receptions being big ones. No coverage. There was no blocking there. And that strip sack almost resulted in essentially an immediate win for the Redbirds. And this offensive line is Swiss cheese right now. There you go. That's what I'll say. They are Swiss cheese. Doesn't matter how many yards Rashawn Davidson has. 239 yards all purpose. Doesn't matter. You know, this offensive line cannot protect the quarterback or the running back for that matter for the most part. And Louisville will forfeit their opportunity to be the first ones to score. And Davies will try to give the Redbirds some good starting field position. Man, I need a drink of water. My voice is hoarse. Great catch by Truman. And great sip of water from my water drop bottle. Not a sponsor. Barry, play action. Out to the right. Caught by Shepard. Has a blocker. Stiff arms the defender out of bounds. Great gain there. As they're at midfield. And Louisville's lucky DeAndre Parker was there. Great read on the defense by Harrington. Right, the stop there. Tavon Harrington. 5 wide receiver set, 2nd and long. Barry back to pass. Across the middle to Rakeem Gibson. They will only be at the 50. 3rd and 7 now. Martin Shepard back in the game. I'm sure all the Redbirds fans are thinking, thank God.
Hike.
Do not like Casey Mullen at running back. Great handoff to the third stringer. Greg Marshall in at fullback. First down. 5 wide receiver set. Baton Rouge looking to put this one away. Barry with time gets sacked. And I take it back. They will not be able to even get a field goal after that sack by Dexter Tyler. South Carolina graduate and native. Very wide open man in the middle. Truman with his plethora of catches today. I mean, if they tried the field goal here, it'd be a 53, 54 yarder. You don't want that for your kicker, and Shepard will give them more than just yardage and field position. That is a first down. Martin Shepard, 175 all-purpose yards. Running backs are the pillars of these teams, it seems. Casey Mullen will go in. At least you have a power back, you know that, and a guy that can catch. So you hope this is not a run. Yeah, it's a run play. And he breaks the first tackle, but I think that did more harm than good. And Shepard will say, give me the ball back. 3rd and 8. Offsides probably. First down regardless. And your best hope, if you are the Kings, is a strip sack or an interception. Because there is no stopping the field goal. Barry, 2 running backs.
Hike.
Play action. He will get strip sacked, and it'll be recovered by Penley. And Penley will go all the way. The 20, the 10, touchdown Louisville. And the game is over. Louisville Kings come out on top for their first win of the season in overtime. The fumble 6. The most exciting ending to any game I've ever seen. And we will go over the stats. Oh my gosh. Wow. 90 overall plays. A lot of sacks from the Redbirds. 2 turnovers. Obviously that one being the most influential. Great recovery by Pendley. Both forced fumbles by Parker. Arguably, Parker is the player of the game, but I'd have to give it to Pendley. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, it is plays and games like that. They are the reason why I love the North American Gridiron Association. Incredible game. Incredible performance by both teams. Flaws and all. As now both of these teams will be 1-5 in a very tight race for the wild card. 2 weeks to go in the season. Perhaps one of these teams will be in round 1 of the Atlantic Conference playoffs, facing tough opponents next week. Only a few games left to go this week. I believe 2 coming up. And we're on to week 7. We have a great cast and crew here at the NAGA. Myself, Cole, Pasta, Nick. And it is our pleasure. We thank you for watching. We will see you next time.